Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
These are extraordinary times. There can only be one Jeremy. And welcome to our Thursday show. No Blakes were harmed in the filming of this video. And our first story of the day.
Oh, J.K. Rowling's back. And we covered a while back, check way back, that she's writing another book. There was speculation about whether it was going to be another Harry Potter or if it's something new. She's come out on the details. It is something new. No magic or anything this time around. She's calling it The Casual Vacancy. It's a dark comedy about the shenanigans of and gossipings and all that of a small English town. So I don't know. It sounds interesting to me, but also sounds absolutely nothing like her previous good work. So I'm just going to see. I'll check it out.
Well, the great thing about authors is when they make their first hit is Harry Potter. Or the Bourne books or whatever, they can expand and they can do other things that are just as good, just different.
Right.
Ray Bradbury wrote, future, present, all kinds of crazy stuff. So I have hope for Go JK. You have more money than the Queen. Enjoy it.
Good luck.
Good luck indeed. So next up, President Obama, being who he is very, a stalwart about women's rights and the rights of women to achieve and do and great things. He's a good dad, but in Obama's White House, if you take a look across the board of how women are paid as compared to their male counterparts, it is disparaging. In the same way it's disparaging everywhere else, except in Jimmy John's. We're all paid the same. Just saying. but
disparaging as an 18% on average.
18% on average, which means more and less. Oh, good heavens! Really? Come on, man.
Fix
be
your
honest
house before you try and fix anything else.
Nice. Done. Next up.
All right. Speaking of fixing and women in politics, anyway, Hillary Rosen. Don't know if you've ever heard of her. You may have now. A strategist for the Democratic Party,
and she contributes to CNN. I'm not sure how many people are left that watch CNN, so you wouldn't know, but
right.
She does contribute.
Every so often. Who knows if that'll even last. Either way, she came out and basically ripped on Ann Romney, Mitt Romney's wife, for not having worked a day in her life. Both sides of the political spectrum were just like, what, huh? She is a mom.
Michelle Obama stepped up and was like, you know what? No.
This is...
So, it was bad. So, if you have any interest in, social media wars, it's a good story. You should check it out. What's her name? Hillary Rosen.
Yeah.
Check out her Twitter. Check out Ann Romney's Twitter. Check out Michelle Obama's Twitter.
I think it gets me the most with this one. The thing that really hits me the most is how much she kept attacking Ann after, this whole thing blew up.
And going.
And then
not backing down. Not backing down because, if you have a point to make, you don't back down, male, female, whatever.
Right.
You stick to your guns. But she folded.
She folded and finally just did a political apology where she says, I apologize to Ann Romney and anyone else who was offended. Let's declare peace on this phony war and go back to focus on the substance. In other words, BS, she just wanted to stop this and, save her political career.
Really, it sounded like she said her piece, and, well, now that I've said my piece, nobody else needs to say their piece about what I just said. Go away.
Sorry, not going to happen.
Internet doesn't work like that, friend. Chief. Anyways, good luck to you. Speaking of women who have no shame, in Denver International Airport today or yesterday, something like that.
Yesterday.
a woman, under the guise of going through security, went to security and just decided that it was time to get naked, and she got naked at the security checkpoint. Completely, just was like done, and well, they carted her away the way TSA sometimes does, and got her out of the public eye.
Okay.
And apparently
Denver.
Denver police aren't pressing charges. They took her off to a hospital for mental evaluation, and
if a guy had done this, he would have been arrested for indecent exposure.
And there would be videos on the internet of I'm sexy and I know it, wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Right.
Yeah. But
there'd be people making fun of it anyway.
Yeah, no.
Equal means equal in all things, not just the benefits. Yeah. Anyway.
Should go to jail, in my opinion. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if she's hot or whatever. I don't care. You don't do that. Period.
Speaking of shame.
In a completely different and much sadder way for those of us who really love our candy.
And I don't know if I want to cover this or not, but we're going to. If you know anything about Mike and Ike's.
I do. I eat them.
Oh, I actually don't really like them. But
are you kidding?
They're
delicious.
Really popular.
They're fantastically delicious.
I'm weird. Anyway.
Yes, you are.
Mike and Ike are splitting up.
Hater. Yeah.
And Mike and Ike are going their separate ways for now, according to their company. Evidently, Mike was spending way too much time on his graffiti art, and Ike was spending too much time on his music.
Other way.
No. See?
No.
Ike was the other way around? Yeah,
Ike was spending too much time on his graffiti art.
Right.
And Mike is a musician, and he wasn't investing enough in the friendship. So they're taking off they're taking their packages and crossing the other's name off, and
so
speaking of
basically
wars,
what this is real quick is just the company is doing a national scandal thing just to make people like Mike and Ike's more, like they really needed that.
Apparently, candy's on the decline, and people are trying to be healthy and whatever. So they want to revamp their sales because their sales are slumping because people want to be healthy and not fat. 38 pounds down. So,
scandal.
Speaking of scandals, oh my gosh! In North Carolina, my mother's home. I love North Carolina, but in a middle school, in the 8th grade classroom, a teacher doing what a teacher does separated a boy from getting beaten up very responsibly. And the boy, who was going to be beaten up fairly certainly, was very appreciative and basically said thank you and hugged his teacher.
Well, attempted to.
Well, attempted to hug his teacher. And apparently, when you attempt to hug a teacher in the great state, I shall say, of North Carolina, that's a, offense.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, she grabbed the boy's arm, dragged him over to another teacher, and said he needs to be written up because he just tried to hug me. And
he's been suspended, and the parents are filing criminal charges for a wound on his arm from the grabbing.
Bruise. It was a bruise.
I'm calling it wound.
But at the same time,
it's a battle scar.
At the same time, I've seen a bruise from somebody grabbing somebody else's arm, and I felt very violent towards the person who did the grabbing too. So I understand exactly where these parents are coming from, at least in a degree. So.
Right.
Basic point, physical contact is not a crime. Just,
Not everything physical is sexual, Oh no, rape.
Harassment. Anyways. Hostile work environment. All right.
Okay, so something completely unrelated and just completely awesome. This could be great news for everybody all around. So, everybody knows plastic doesn't really degrade. And it just sits there for years and years and years and doesn't
Decades
really
and
do
millennia,
anything.
and yes,
Well, scientists went down to the Amazon recently
like they do.
and, found a mushroom that biodegrades plastic. It eats it.
Nom nom plastic.
Whoa!
Like polyurethane plastic.
This could just about completely solve our waste problem that we have in this world. I'm not saying, we're going to completely destroy the world with the waste, but come on. Landfills are a problem.
we're not green movement people. We're don't screw up the planet people.
Exactly. Yeah, and this could be an amazing thing. If this mushroom can survive, outside of the Amazon, they already know it can survive without light. I mean, it's a mushroom. They survive without light.
Mushrooms.
It's just, and related to that, they've also discovered a mushroom that they can turn into a styrofoam substitute that's biodegradable.
I want to call it foamy. Okay, so jumping around South America a little bit over to Argentina, there was a mother and father who, the mother gave birth, and it was about 3 months premature, and the baby was pronounced stillborn, and they carted the baby off. Mom didn't even get to hold the baby. They carted the baby off to the morgue, put her in a casket, and she was down there, and the mom finally felt revived enough from the pain of birthing a child. I was like, okay, I need to see my baby. Let's go. Went down. They cracked open the casket. She touched the baby's hand, and the baby cried. Like, little whimpery cry. But the baby cried. And she thought she was hearing things, because she's a reasonable person. And then the baby, moved. And she flipped out like a person should. And her or her husband's brother, scooped the kid up, ran to the neonatal unit, was like, this kid's alive and freezing, because in a morgue, that's what happens. This kid's freezing and alive. Freaking do something about it. Well, in Espanol, because that's what they speak in Argentina, right. I think.
Yes, Espanol.
And so, they revived the baby.
Anyway.
They revived the baby, the baby revived itself, or the mom touched it. Something.
It is an improvement. It is doing just fine.
She.
Okay, I didn't see the gender.
No worries. I did.
Either way, the family is now suing for malpractice, as they should.
This family should never have to pay for anything for their daughter ever. Whose name is
Luz Milagros. And I'm probably saying that wrong because I don't speak Spanish, but it translates to roughly miracle light.
Yeah. That's straight up awesome. Yeah. Everybody needs a little good news in this world, so we're going to end with that. And thanks for staying with us. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. I am Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And these are extraordinary times. Be aware. See, he's fine.